My name is Adela Sosa. I am the mother of Alexis Castillo. On April 14, 2011, my 15-year-old daughter committed suicide. My relationship with my daughter, Alexis, was a great relationship, but I was more of a friend when I should have been a mother. Example being that she could talk to me about anything, whether it be her sexuality, confusion, experimenting with drinking or anything. Instead of me giving her motherly advice, I was more like, well, it's a phase, you know, you're growing up, you're gonna experience those things. I did too, instead of being a mother and correcting her and instructing her in the ways of God. The day before she committed suicide, when I came home from work, I could tell that something was not right with her. She was slurring, her eyes were glossy, and we exchanged words. On my way to work, I called her father on the phone, and I spoke with him and explained to him that something was going on with Lexi. I didn't know what it was, but I knew it was something. I explained to him that I thought she was using some type of drug. I didn't know which one it was, and that I needed for him to be in agreement with me because I was going to have a talk with her and try and get her some help. Three hours later, I had to call him and tell him that his daughter committed suicide. I don't know how the word got out so quick, but our street was filled with kids that she went to school with, and family and friends of mine. They had to see her being taken from the backyard and taken away. It affected my family in different ways. I have a 21-year-old daughter that no longer has a sister, a best friend. I have an 11-year-old son that doesn't understand why his sister did what she did. And I have a 6-year-old son that just recently, Lexi's birthday passed, and he asked how was she gonna blow her candles out from heaven. A lot of that day was a blur to me, but I do remember a lot of the kids coming over and actually speaking with the police that were here and informing them that Alexis had been taking drugs, and then in class she would be passed out to where they would have to literally shake her to wake her up, and that she had started stealing. If anyone knew Alexis, they knew that she would never do anything like that. But I think these drugs consumed her body and made her think that the thing she was doing was okay. Xanax and marijuana were found in her system when we received the autopsy back. One of the things that I discovered when I was doing research on Xanax, better known in school as handlebars, was that one of the side effects is face swelling. 2 months prior to Alexis's death, I had noticed a lot of face swelling. I actually thought she was having an allergic reaction to medicine, food, or something. I believe this is important because me being that I work in the medical field and I'm familiar with all these medications, I did not know that was a side effect of Xanax. It's so easy after something like this happens to be angry on a daily basis, to fall into depression, to question God as to why this would happen, and get lost in the same feelings and emotions that my daughter probably was lost in. But I chose not to. I chose to accept God and realize that everything happens for a reason. Her life here with me, her 15 years that he gave her to me, was for a purpose. And that purpose is to educate and help other kids and parents so that they won't have to bury their children.
My name is Brian Sosa and I'm Lexi's uncle. Did you know that suicide is the third leading cause of death between 15 to 24-year-olds, and that 4 out of 5 teens who tried to commit suicide gave clear warning signs? And also, more teenagers and young adults die from suicide than heart disease, AIDS, cancer, and strokes combined. The pain, hurt, and confusion that our family went through after Lexi's suicide is something that we don't want any other family to endure. We ask that you come together as a church, a family, and a community and stand with LexFest Suicide Awareness Festival on September the 7th to help bring not only awareness, but a solution to the problem of suicide that has torn the hearts of our community.